In our last session, we read a letter from a man who complained that his girlfriend kept bringing up the affair he'd had with another woman. He was irritated that she couldn't just get over his past indiscretion. I suggested that the reason she kept saying the same things over and over was because he wasn't listening to her, and he proved it in his own letter to me. His letter was entirely selfish. It was all about him. He said everything was a drag and an inconvenience for him. Now, back to the writer of the letter. So, what can you do about all this? So far, you've been demanding that she trust you. And how's that been working out? Demanding trust just doesn't work. And I'm not recommending that you earn it, because that doesn't work very well either. Earning trust is just an exchange of imitation love. But I am recommending that you be open and honest and loving, which creates an environment where she can offer her trust. That's quite a different approach. I'm suggesting that you sit down with Trista and say something like this, quote, "I made a huge mistake in having that affair, and I haven't begun to tell you enough how sorry I am about it. Instead, I've been selfish, and I've been in a big hurry for you to get over it and forgive me. You must have felt very betrayed and unloved when I did that. If there's anything else you want to tell me about that experience, like how you felt or how you feel now, I want to hear it." End quote. After you really talk about what a big mistake you made and how you're sorry, with no excuses and without blaming her in any way, discussion of the affair eventually does need to stop. Blaming destroys love in any relationship. So, if Trista still keeps bringing it up, which is unlikely if you do this right, but if she does, tell her this: "There's no doubt that what I did was wrong, but the blaming will only detract from the love we feel in our relationship. As long as you're looking for me to make a mistake, as long as you keep assuming that I'm being dishonest, I'll never be able to win back your trust. Trust is not earned. It's given, like a gift. When I go somewhere by myself or I'm late getting home, it will make our relationship happier if you simply decide to trust me, not to interrogate me. All I can do is tell you that I made a huge mistake, and I will try never to make that mistake again." End quote. When we make mistakes, we need only to admit them and avoid them in the future. We are not required to keep paying for them, which is what Trista is requiring of you so far. If she continues to distrust you after you've talked to her like I just suggested, do not keep defending yourself and trying to prove that you're being faithful. That will only make you feel defensive, make you look guilty, and actually hurt the trust in your relationship. If she keeps accusing you, you have to make a decision about whether you want to stay in this relationship. Do you really want to stay with a partner who will always be accusing you of something? You also need to be rigorously honest here about yourself. You had an affair because you're missing something in your life, and you use women to fill that emptiness. If you still find yourself thinking about other women, staring at them, objectifying them, you may not be ready for an unconditionally loving relationship with anyone, not just Trista. If that's the case, you need to do what it takes to change your life with real love, because in the end, it's always about real love.